Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, the internet went out. It still says connecting down here. It says I'm streaming up there. I don't see anybody saying hi. So I don't know what that's all about. Maybe the... I'm definitely streaming. Oh!
Hello.
Harry says, now you stream, that was weird. No, that was not. That was my internet going out. It still doesn't connect to the chat over there, which is a bit of a worry. But I have redundancy in my setup. I can live with how it is, I believe. So I was saying to Nuka Orange Courier, I was saying hi, welcome to the stream, and I was saying that that's a good tip. I don't like death claws, and they'll kill me, but that is a good tip. Also, the legendary Cazador spawns once you get onto that upper level of that cave. That's why I didn't see it, because it didn't spawn. I hate it. I hate things that are not spawned. It just causes problems. It's just bad things. But thank you for explaining. That is definitely a relief, because that means I was not crazy. Jung says, I thought it was my internet. Did you check Vegas at night? I have not. I was dealing with these things. We can go there, though. We can go there right now. I mean, eventually. Because we're still dealing with Jacobstown, you know. I hope it fixed the level of the tail. The distant level of the tail. It seemed like it might. Yeah, I'm just not going to be able to read chat down here. Unless the game crashes. Again! Because it actually crashed. Not only did the internet crash, but the game crashed because I was trying to mess with something. No, for sure, it was not my internet. We have a good thing in Eastern Europe, and that's internet. My problem is actually the router. The router or whatever. It drops my computer off. I need to get a new one. So that I can not lose the internet connection. Because that is actually the issue here. Usually. I don't like this.
I've had worse.
Yeah, it's fine. This actually, I say it was the router, but this was the internet service provider resetting the router. Sometimes it happens. I'm doing well. I'm fine, thank you. Hopefully you are as well. I'm now gonna have to get used to reading chat up there rather than down here. It should be fine. I will probably live. But yeah, so what are we doing? We're going to Jacobstown. And I'm exploring the map up here because there are things that we haven't seen. And Jacobstown, we also will have to deal with everything in Jacobstown. Soundtrack is being weird. Why is the soundtrack being weird? Try text to speech. What do you mean text to speech? I'm not sure. I really am not sure what the heck my page down here is trying to say. I like Jacobstown. I wish it had more quests. I don't remember how many quests it has. I thought it had a bunch. I really thought it had a bunch. Did you get hurt by that? I mean, those things hit a lot. This is all new stuff. My God, how many areas are there up here? Because there's some more down there. I have the ONT from the provider, and I also got a Walmart router from them. I did change it from an Aces one, or for an Aces one, but one provided them was decent. I haven't bought a new one because it's an expense that I honestly can do without. I believe it has 2 or 3 quests and 2 quests that send you there but aren't directly related. Hey. So the traditional small little location.
Come on.
Good. I wonder if Veronica's mines left by the 2-step goodbye, if they hurt me. Because you'd imagine they do. I think there's another mine over here. No. This location is outside of the map. Or, no, not outside of the map, but over there. We'll visit it someday. By Walmart router, you mean the router you get from the ISP. Maybe the ISP is Walmart. We have New California over here. It's a good thing that they don't hate me. Excuse me. This area isn't safe for civilians. You don't want to be caught by the cans, she says. What do you know about the Great Cans?
Tough, independent, and ruthless as they come. They're holed up in Red Rock Canyon, and it's this station's job to keep an eye on them.
Hey, Ghostface, welcome to the stream. What are you doing out here?
Keeping watch on the Great Khans, mostly. They usually stick around Red Rock Canyon, but at least one large group left recently. We called it in, but haven't heard anything about any Great Khan incidents. Whatever they're doing, they're keeping a low profile.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Yep. Not sure why
Be careful out there.
She's very worried about Rex. Rex is gonna get himself healed. NCR Ranger. Excuse me. They're gonna... Oh, there's two of them. They're actually gonna talk to me because they're waking up.
Nice job out there.
Do you say that just normally? That is weird. Nice job out there. And Duck and Cover. That's actually a book that is not owned. That adds to explosives. And Lad's Life... What's Lad's Life for? Survival? I'll take it, but I don't want to take it. Anyway. I don't think we can do anything here. Empty Sunset Sarsaparilla crates. No, that's reputation based, I think. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense that it would be. It's just sort of like, you know, you talk to somebody and they say, nice job out there, and that's it. I didn't save. Okay, I will save now. It happens every once in a while. It's actually relatively rare for this to happen, but it hangs. It's just a big antenna. This is, I didn't read the location that this was. Ranger Station Foxtrot. ISP routers should be thrown in the trash. But Jung says the thrash, which is the thrash metal, hell yeah. But don't do it. Some ISP require you to give it back. That's true. That's very true. Unless you want to pay like a bunch of money. Even more than you pay for an actual one. It was the game reminding you to save. What is that? Oh, it's another mantis. We're good. We're safe. It did break my leg. I'm not a fan of that. Do I have doctor's bags? Eddie has doctor's bags. Status. There we go. Fantastic. Do you have a mod list? I do. I don't have it here on stream, but you can find it. If you go to my YouTube channel, which is over there, you can see the link. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see that I have one of the Let's Plays that I do is a New Vegas Let's Play. And in any one of those episodes, there's going to be, in the description, there's the mod list down there. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of mods. Most of it is just cosmetic and patches and restoration mods and stuff like that. That stick bug broke your leg even while you had power armor on. Yeah, it was a very broken leg already. You know how it is? It's just like the straw that broke the camel's back. It's the mantis, the praying mantis that broke the power armored leg. There is another mine over here, though. Hopefully not with a legendary Deathclaw in there. Remnant's Bunker. That's not a mine. What? We can go in? Oh, no. The Enclave is here? It appears that some sort of passphrase needs to be entered in order to open the nearby door. That's one way of phrasing it. Wow. Veronica, do you know anything about this?
Whole future of New Vegas seems like it's up in the air. Guess I should wait things out before buying a condo in the Ultralux, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
See you around.
I mean, not around, but... Okay, well, I think that's all the locations around Jacobstown. There's a lot of them. No, there's another one. Where are we looking? Well, we're looking south. Yeah. So, I think that's it? It's related to the only Enclave side quests. I hope I find the side quest. I can't play this, right, I can't play this or Fallout 3 or 4 without mods. In fact, I'm doing a Fallout 4 Let's Play, says Ghostface, and I have over 100 gigabytes of mods, so you guys should check it out, because the 100 gigabytes, that's a lot of mods. Hopefully you have a list as well. It has a speed of 1 gigahertz, USB 2, Wi-Fi that goes up to 50 meters. That's actually pretty decent Wi-Fi. USB 2 is weird, though. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Huh. You're gonna die, aren't you? Oh, you're here. There's another one, though. Oh, there's many of them. I can't see anything with this weapon. Hopefully your guys are not gonna die here. Because I am feeling a little bit queasy. Again. It's fine. We have some mosquito... What is it called? Mesquite. Honey. Honey mesquite. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Hopefully that's it. I think that is it in terms of... Yeah, locations. There might be something down here, but I don't think there is. I don't want to spoil it unless you say it's okay. Do you want me to tell you how to get the quest? You can tell me how to get the quest. Just bear in mind that I'm recording a Let's Play. It's not a... Oh, it's doing that thing again. It's not a spoiler because either I think I did it in my previous playthrough. Right. So, Rex got poisoned. Forever? He's not feeling good. I can give him stim packs. Does that work? Barely. Oh, no. It's not instantaneous. It's good. It's good. We got this. We got this. It's fine. It's Arcane Ganon's side quest. Arcade Ganon. How do you get that, though? You have to hit a certain dialogue choice locations. So I need to go back to him. I think he's dying again. This is really worrisome. I came here to help Rex, not to have him die on me again. I mean, at all. Well, we're gonna go through our Steam packs, you know? Sad violin music at the same time. 77. Come on, Rex, let's pull through. 79, I think it's getting better. Thank you very much for the subscription, Dingster UK. Welcome to the stream as well. Thank you very much for using your Prime, Amazon Prime thing to subscribe. I think it's stable. I think it's stabilized. Oh, Rex is good. Rex is good. Oh my god. I do realize I don't remember all of them, but two of the points are Repcon headquarters and the fort. So I think I've been to both of them. I should probably have already been to them when I went to the fort. I love the violin. It reminds me of the Mafia. Communist Smeagol, welcome to the stream. That's a cool nickname. Come on. Off with ya. Okay, now I'm the one who's poisoned. Oh, it's...
I've had worse.
I... Don't say that. Rex, are you feeling okay? Rex is feeling super okay. Their healing patterns are completely unpredictable. As far as I can tell, they heal up instantly at certain instances. Ooh, Cazador egg. Unfortunately, it doesn't get me any closer to not being dead. So Steam packs for us. We have some Steam packs. We have a few, so it's fine. But my God, Eddie. Yeah, they just heal up instantly. It's weird. I hope I'm gonna be okay. Oh, the game is doing that chug again. No? Did I? Yeah, I can save. I wonder why they have the violin soundtrack, because I don't believe that's the Fallout 3 soundtrack that's added to this game. I wonder if it's some sort of Nevada situation. Do you have the anti-stutter mod? I don't remember exactly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You guys okay? Because I'm not. I'm really, really not. I feel a little woozy, says the game. Did I say it like that before? Because apparently it's what the game... Oh, this is a big one. Okay. Oh my God, I almost just died. Do I have Super Steam Pack? I don't even have Super Steam Packs anymore. Rex, you have my Steam Packs, but not any Super Steam Packs. Are we gonna be alright? Maybe. Okay, as soon as the Steam Pack wears off, I need to take another one. You called him Eddie again. I call him Eddie all the time. You know how it is. You can get Remnants Power Armor and possible Ganon Family Power Armor from the quest, and also the Enclave Remnants will help in the second Battle of Hoover Dam. That's cool. I don't think I did that. No, I did. I definitely did that. I remember getting in there before. That the lack of true dynamic decisions really are the two things that show this game's age. It has more dynamic decisions than a lot of RPGs, but like, it's very complicated to do RPGs of this scope with dynamic decisions, and even just mainstream RPGs with dynamic decisions like that. And this game has a lot of them. A lot of decisions. Just they're not like big, broad, like full on, make tremendous changes to the wasteland decisions. I think that's what you're trying to say. Best Fallout is Fallout 1, says Jung. I vote for Fallout 2, says Harry. And Ghostface says Fallout New Vegas. I think we're safe. 49. 49. Okay, so we're not taking more damage. But these guys are everywhere. That's brutal. And you thought that the north of Good Spring...
Hey!
I could live without that, honestly.
Come on!
I was gonna say, and you thought that north of Good Springs was the dangerous place. It was not. It was this. Oh, we got Cazador eggs. I mean... At this point, I'm up for anything. Let's just bring it in. It looks like the worst thing in the world. Oh, there's another one down there. What are you doing? I think I got a perk. I'm a little woozy, yeah, but I think I got a perk. Kill, just the normal things, I think. It wasn't like a specific Cazador killing. What do you mean? It wasn't a Cazador killing perk, unfortunately. Where does this lead to? Hopefully I don't die. I vote to remove Harry, says and Harry says, I vote to send Jung to the Legion as a slave. My god. Maybe I should have given Veronica... I'm gonna die looking at this mess. Maybe I should have given Veronica... Yeah, Rex dies. I think Veronica's gonna die as well.
I die.
No, you're gonna die. Yeah. Hey, don't come at me. Okay, we're good. I can reload. We'll come back later. Where could this lead to, though? It leads deeper into the... We need a good night's sleep. That's what we need. Oh, man, we're still taking damage. This is brutal. It is so unbelievable. It leads to a Cazador nest. Yes. Fallout New Vegas is good because of the guys behind this game work and the old games, and tried to faithfully recreate it. The people who worked on Fallout New Vegas didn't work on the old games. Some people did, but basically nobody in the lead. There's no lead. There's no leads and from Fallout 1 and 2 working in this game. Am I gonna be fine? I'm still not fine. This is unbelievable. I'm just chugging the Steam packs. Fallout New Vegas, Legion doesn't exist in the timeline. In my timeline, says Jung. Okay, so I think we're good. It stopped hurting. At risk of causing all kinds of arguments, as someone who has never played a Fallout game before, where should I start? That is a good question. What is the most approachable Fallout? It depends on what kind of player you are, and also what kind of systems you have. So if you're playing on console exclusively, I would say Fallout 3. It's got a lot of limitations, but it will get you accustomed to some of the setting in a way that is frankly okay, and it's not going to be very difficult for you then to start playing the other games. But if you're if you have played like any type of old school RPG for computers, and when I say old school, I mean anything done before 2004, I think the best place to start is with Fallout 1. It's a point-and-click game. It's turn-based. It is top-down. It's pixelated. It's not pixel art, but it's just lower resolution. You should do it with pixel art, though. The pixel art style should do resolution scaling to make it like all squarish and nice looking, like that, like old school games are supposed to be. But Fallout 1 is a very approachable game, all things considered. It's not very difficult. It's not like, it doesn't have weird mechanics. It's very, very well balanced. It's a perfect game. But it's only if you have played that sort of game before. Because if it's gonna be your first old school RPG, it's kind of a tall task. It's not, you can do it, but you can also get away from the experience with a sour taste in your mouth and be like, I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? What I meant was in regards to faction. Take Followers of the Apocalypse, for example. They were the faction that Caesar started with, and yet instead of the NCR, as Julie as an intelligence source, you do fix him up a free side a little. Oh yeah. No, I understand that. And even on the main quest, there's nothing like tremendously game changing. I'm an old fart, so old school is fine. PC and console too, that's fine. Oh yeah, the Fallout 1 is a great place to start. And then you play Fallout 2 and you've played two of the best RPGs ever made. Just like that. If you like Fallout 1 is not a very big game, so if you like it, you're going to be raring for more and just be like, I want more. So you can replay it again, and it's definitely a game made to be replayed. But if you like Fallout 1, then you play Fallout 2 right away, and it's like, supreme. Just make sure you have, like, resolution mod, Make it to resolution scale so it's not like everything is very tiny on a full HD computer, or even higher resolution depending on what you have. So yeah, we don't talk here about Fallout 3 and 4. It's like Fallout 4, like, sorry, I bumped the microphone. Fallout 4 is awful. Fallout 4 is awful. I mean, if you like the game, that's fine because it's a game. But as a Fallout, it's a terrible game. As a Fallout, it's oh my god, that dialogue system alone, and the rest, But Fallout 4 as a Fallout game, it's an awful game. I'd make an argument that you cannot appreciate the new Bethesda games without knowing the lore of the first game. Nah, I don't know. I think knowing the lore of the first game actually ruins the experience of playing the Bethesda games. Because you're just going to be like, aha, that's wrong. No. What do you mean the cars explode? And, so yeah. Colonel Nord RPG is your name now. Is 76 the cousin locked in the basement? I think 76 is like the dead dog of the neighbor that never talks to you. Just never came across Fallout back in the day, so I wasn't sure if it was worth going back to them. What's your favorite, or what's your like highlight of old school RPGs? What would you say is like your one or two old school RPGs that you like? Maybe I can tell you what to expect. What about Tactics? Tactics is a squad-based game. It's very clunky. It's very, very clunky. It's fun, but it's not, it's clunky. It doesn't have the same control system as Fallout 1 and 2, and it's just, it's a different story. It's like it's a spin-off. One of the first mod for Fallout 4 was one that shows the dialogue lines, and it makes it worse though. It makes it worse, the one that shows the dialogue lines, because then you see that they're all the same. Fallout 2 and Fallout 2, Baldur's Gate 2, and Lionheart. Lionheart is fun. The beginning. Veronica, don't scare me. I just came here to sleep. Marcus, what's up? Oh my god. Jacobstown again. I hope there's a bed. Oh no, the water is radiated. So we can't drink the water. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to drink anything. We got a bungalow. And it's ours. Well, got something to drink then. Not sure what we're looking at. Nuka-Cola Victory. I think that's not necessarily for drinking. That's for drugs. That is for drugs. Okay, well, I guess let's give it a night's rest. How long do I need to sleep for? 8 hours. I think. Sacred Gold. Weird, I know. I know Sacred. I played a little bit, but I didn't really play at the time. And now we are good to drink whoever's juice it was. It was Jake. Now we're suffering from a little bit of dehydration, but Veronica is also a little bit injured. But we don't worry about it. Let's take care of Rex, and then we can get places. So if you're if you like Sacred, the thing about Fallout is that it's not really a game that focuses on loot, and that focuses on sort of like the experience, getting experience and leveling up and all that sort of stuff. It's not a dungeon crawler at root, and Sacred is a dungeon crawler. And even though it has as far as I know, a very detailed storyline and all that sort of stuff, it's still it's a dungeon crawler. I always thought about it as a similar game to Divine Divinity, the first Divinity game. But the thing with Fallout, more Fallout 1 than Fallout 2. Fallout 2 kind of focuses a little bit more on combat, so it's a little bit of a different game in that regard, in many regards. But it's just basically this. It's the same exact engine. It's just a different world and different characters. Games look exactly the same. But Fallout is just not the kind of game that you play for, oh, let's kill some more monsters over there and we're going to complete a quest at the end. It's very much about, like, finding out about the world. And, yeah, you're going to need to kill some monsters every once in a while and some people. But it's always going to be in relation to the story that is involved. So it's more of a character-driven RPG, but everything is side quests. Because the main quest itself is just sort of like a vague goal. Very much like Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas, the main quest is just go get the chip, because they stole the chip from you. And you're like, okay. Most of the time you're not dealing with a chip situation. So let's go inside, because this is where we're supposed to go.
Another human. One was enough.
Wait, you have another? Excuse me.
Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
Do you like the combat in Fallout 1 and 2? I do. I think it's a utilitarian style of combat. It's well done for what it is. And, like, it has some balancing issues. But it's not really a game that focuses too much on combat. So it works better for Fallout 1 than it does for Fallout 2. In Fallout 2, there's some instances where combat is really important. They're not very common, but they exist and they are major parts of the game every once in a while. And then when the combat becomes really important in Fallout 2 specifically, it shows that the combat is bad. Or it's not that it's bad; it just shows the limitations of the engine. Because it's just, very simple combat and it's very clunky in some aspects. If you want to have a big fight or anything like that, it can be very, very difficult for you to have a good time. If you're into old games, you must play Sanitarium. Sanitarium. I believe I've never played that. I believe I've never heard of that, in fact. Arcanum, you should definitely play Arcanum. Although the combat is even worse. And that's the thing. Like, Fallout 1's and 2 combat is good. As in comparison to a lot of other RPGs. Like, it is better. It's a better combat system than any 3D Fallout. Than even the Outer Worlds. Fallout 1 and 2 has a better combat system than the Outer Worlds. So that's my perspective from it. Is that, is what I just said. And that's because it works better for the type of game that it is. It's more enjoyable for me. And it's more fun. And when I look at specifically Arcanum, the combat system is just atrocious. It's just not. No. And it has way too many enemies. Like, there's... The last time I played Arcanum, I did it on camera. I did a Let's Play. And I had fun. But I had to make sure that I was going to have fun. I had to make a character that I knew was going to be interesting to play. And even then, I think I skipped some enemies every once in a while. And certainly I skipped some enemies, but I skipped some combats and didn't record everything. Otherwise, the Let's Play would be even worse than it is already. Why does Bethesda try to portray the Brotherhood of Steel as the heroes of the Wasteland? That's a good question. The answer is because Bethesda doesn't know what what the Brotherhood of Steel is. They don't understand what the Brotherhood of Steel is. And you just need to look at Fallout 2. You play Fallout 2, and you see what the Brotherhood of Steel is. And Fallout New Vegas shows you what... That's basically the same riff. So in Fallout 1, the Brotherhood of Steel is basically... Let me see if I can think of... The Brotherhood of Steel, The Brotherhood of Steel is the elves in The Lord of the Rings. They're secluded, they want to abandon everything, and they're very advanced, and they're very powerful. But they're the elves. And The Lord of the Rings is the last story of the elves, among other things that it is about. But the elves go away forever. They leave the Middle Earth forever. That's the story of the Lord of the Rings. No spoilers, though, but that's basically it. That's what happens to the elves. And the Brotherhood of Steel is basically that. To see them as the good guys is not completely wrong, because they're not, like, violently bad. But they're not good. There's no good guys. There's no such thing as good guys in Fallout. And I don't think I don't think it's much of an issue that Bethesda doesn't understand what the Brotherhood of Steel is. It's fine for them not to understand what the Brotherhood of Steel is. The problem with the Brotherhood of Steel, specifically in Fallout 3, is that they are the good guys. Because when you play Fallout 1 and 2, there's no good guys. You know what I mean? There's some bad guys. There's some really bad people in Fallout 1 and 2. But there's no, like, outwardly good people. Or not out. That's not. There's outwardly good people, obviously, but there's no faction that is just objectively good. And then in Fallout 3, there is. It's the Brotherhood of Steel. They're objectively good, and there it is. So, you know what I mean? It's just. It's not so much that they don't understand the Brotherhood of Steel, which they don't. They don't understand. It's just that they made it bad, and that's the problem. Sanitarium is an isometric adventure, point-and-click with turn-based combat. It's amazing, weird, fucked up with Lovecraftian vibes. It sounds like a lovely time. Sounds fantastic. Thanks for those. Never came across... because you were... Yeah. There's a good guy in my playthrough, and that's me, says Jung. Just found Sanitarium on GOG. That thing. Yeah, GOG is amazing. Do you have a problem with humans?
Humans are always staring at things. We Nightkin don't like being stared at. Is uncomfortable.
How does that make you different from some humans?
It is different. Right now, I'm trying very hard to remain civil, and you're not making it easy with your incessant questions.
Who's the other human you mentioned?
Dr. Henry, he's one of you. Go speak with him instead of me.
That is precisely the person I need to talk to. What do you do here?
I represent the Nightkin. Marcus may lead this town, but the Nightkin listen to what I have to say. Doesn't mean I don't respect Marcus for what he's trying to do. However, he doesn't truly understand the difficulties of being a Nightkin.
Why are the Nightkin here in Jacobstown?
The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. Jacobstown,
yeah, that's true,
is supposed
Ghostface.
to be a sanctuary, a place to find a cure. Instead, we wait and wait. I'm sick of waiting.
A cure? Mm-hmm. Right. Goodbye.
Finally.
Oh, Veronica, you don't know anything. How is that any different from other humans? Is a really weird question, though, or really, by weird I mean bad.
So many staring eyes.
But it's a bad question. It's like, it's a trait that is common, or largely present, in Nightkin. And you'd be like, well, some people have that trait. Some humans, they're still people, but you know, some humans have that trait. That doesn't really help. It's just sort of like. It's different when you have a specific trait because of something you are that is easily identifiable than when you have that trait because of just having that trait without actually being identifiable. Of course, I can't speak from personal experience, but I at least understand nuances of belonging to a group with extreme social anxiety, as far as I can tell. It's not quite... ooh, junk food. Oh, that fridge in the middle can be open. Ooh, gecko steak. That's better than junk food. No, that fridge in the middle cannot be opened. I hope they have water. I really do. The mutants are not going to mind that, because I'm pretty sure they're immune to it. I think they are. I'm not 100% sure. In Fallout 3, there's a super mutant that says he's immune. I think it's a super mutant. It might be a ghoul. I don't know. The ghouls are definitely immune, canonically. But, we can sleep over here. Everything is fine. But super mutants? I don't know. Footsteps all over the place. I blew almost all of the first world side quests. Not because I couldn't finish them, but I didn't want to, says Ghostface. Yeah, the tone of I wish the tone was a little bit less... The tone of the Outer Worlds, I assume it's what you're referring to. Or you're referring to the Outer Worlds, I'm referring to the tone. I wish the tone of the game was a little bit less goofy. I wish it was a little bit more serious. Fallout is serious. Like the goofiness, the inherent goofiness of Fallout is more just in the ridiculousness of some things, some aspects of the setting. But Fallout itself is serious. Ooh. You found a limited edition Mojave landmarked snow globe. Thank you very much. I wonder how many we have. I think we might have all of them. Is this where the doctor is? Excuse me, are you the doctor? Calamity. That doesn't sound like the name of the doctor that I came here to meet.
Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Nice to meet ya. I'm Calamity.
So, yeah. So basically, if the tone were a little bit more serious, they would take it. They would take themselves a little bit more serious, and the quest wouldn't be presented in the way that they are. As it is, the first town is largely you just seeing goofy situations for the sake of it. Like exploring a goofy setting. Once you know what the setting is, it's totally fine. But if as an introduction to the setting, I think you need a little bit more padding for you to be acclimatized to the tone that the game is going to take. And the game doesn't let you do that. If you want to take it very seriously, you're just, I don't know. That's my experience. I could see that, and I could see where people might. I don't know if that is your problem with the with the first world there, but still, I don't think there's a cure for schizophrenia. There's treatment only, but that's not what the cure is. No, it is the cure. I thought maybe that was a cure for the what are they called? What is it called? Being sterile, whatever. Even in sanitarium, even if sanitarium is only 10 hours long, it's like 1.3 gigabytes. It was pretty big in 1998. How many is 10? You don't know how big CDs are? If it's 1.3 gigabytes, it's 3 CDs. I was going to say 2 CDs. It could be 2 CDs. It depends on how it is. Because I remember Diablo 2 is also like 1.3, 1.4, and it is... No, it's one... Yeah, Diablo 3 is 3 CDs. But one of the CDs is only for the cinematics. I think. I don't remember. I know there's the Play CD, and there's the Install CD. And the first CD is the Play CD. So you need to put the Play CD in, run the executable, and then it asks you for the Install CD. And if you install the humongous version or the complete version or whatever it was called, it also asks you for the cinematics CD. Otherwise, it doesn't. And whenever there's a cinematic, you need to put the third CD in. And if there is not a cinematic, you need to put the Play CD in. Diablo 2 is 3 discs. Thank you. And it's artificially moralized. Just like how you were saying about the Bethesda not knowing about the Brotherhood of Steel. I don't think it is. I don't think there's any good guys in the Outer Worlds either. Like, objectively speaking. There are some bad guys, but, there's no... I think it's not like... I don't think there's... I think it tries to be very much in the same... I mean, it's basically the same story. The Outer Worlds is the same story as Fallout, is what I'm saying. It's the same game. It's made by the same people. It's the same game. But there's no good people in there. I mean, maybe there's people who you agree with on a personal level, but like, I didn't find anybody that I agreed with, like, on all things. You know what I mean? There's always some issues with them. Friday, same time. Bumpy, welcome. Same time as last week. That works for me. Sounds good to me. You're talking about DVDs. No, I'm talking about CDs. Installation, play disc, and cinematics. Was the first CD the installation? I misremember that. WebKit friend, welcome to the stream. I got a Hardy's add install follow. After you got an ad after. Wait, you got an Hardy's ad, an instant follow. I know what you mean. I don't know what Hardy's is. Is that like tools? I didn't put the ad there. I'm not like affiliated. I don't get any money from. No, I am affiliated. How does that work? I'm like, you can subscribe to me, but I don't know how it works. Like, you can subscribe, and I get part of that money. But for the ads themselves, I don't know if I get money or not. And if I do, it's only like pennies, because ads are not worth anything. Artist is a fast food restaurant. Ah, I see. Fast food place, personal favorite fast food place. Well, there it is. I don't think we have them here in Portugal. Maybe preachy is what I should have said. At least that's how it felt to me. I don't know. I don't think so. I think Parvati is the preachiest of characters, like, objectively speaking, and she's very much taking the, like, she's written very much as a result of the world of the Outer Worlds. You know what I mean? She doesn't understand the dynamics of the corporations and how they have the hold of the whole colony. She doesn't understand how the boss, like, for me, what really marked me of Parvati, specifically of Parvati, because she's the preachiest of characters. For me, what marked me was that she said that there's one line in particular, but everything about her character is very much about that. She talks about her boss, the boss of Edgewater, as he's not bad people. She says literally this: he's not bad people, not really, because she's very empathetic. She's an empathetic character. So she's written like she's a multifaceted character like that, because on the one hand she's empathetic, but at the same time she can't step outside of the world that they live in. You know what I mean? Because it's all ridiculous and everything is bad, and she can't step outside of that and be like, these people are bad because they're making this world exist like this. You know what I mean? So instead of saying he's not bad people, she should have. I mean, she can't because she lives and grew up in a world like that. But she should be able. Like, I think if she were to be a preachy character, you know what I mean? The thing is, if she were to preach to us as a player, she would actually step outside of the setting, in the sense that she would be able to take a step back and say, this guy. And she would be. What I mean is, she would be an actual deconstruction of the satire that the Outer Worlds is. And she doesn't do that. And she never does that. And I think to the end of the game, the Outer World never steps outside of the satire. It never tells you what you're supposed to feel about the satire. You know what I mean? So I don't think it is preachy. In the traditional preachy way. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. It's very much focused on the failings of capitalism and free market ideology and all that. And he uses a lot of the language of like, he does it on purpose. You know what I mean? It uses a lot of the language of authoritarianism. You got a little bit of criticism. It's majorly a criticism of Reaganomics, but there's also a little bit of criticism about the Soviet Union. There's a little bit of some tones in there, specifically in regards to authoritarianism. But like, it's space libertarian capitalism. You know what I mean? That's a satire. So I think maybe, like, it's very much in your face, that satire. And that's the tone that I was talking about. I wish it wasn't as well. I think it took itself. I wish it wasn't as all the time about that. You know what I mean? Because Fallout isn't, and maybe they wanted Fallout to be, and they just didn't do it because they couldn't. Because Fallout is also about Fallout 1 and 2. 1 more so because it's also more focused. But Fallout 1 is also a criticism of all that, and it's just a lot more subdued, you know what I mean? And certainly there's no character that's ever criticizes anything directly. It's just a satire in sort of the undertone of the story and all that. And of course, the Outer Worlds doesn't deal with the issues of world annihilation like Fallout does with the nuclear weapons and all that, but still, and doesn't doesn't deal with the issue of the exhaustion of the resources of the planet, which Fallout does. Like, it's the introduction. We have no control over ads, and more Twitch is throwing unwanted ads to force people. Yeah. There aren't even mods for Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds is coming out. When is Outer Worlds coming out? Like, it comes out this week, doesn't it? So, on Steam. Isn't it this week? Yeah, it is. In 2 days' time, Outer Worlds comes out. So it's going to have mods. Because I think it's going to have mods. I'm not sure. Many developers should learn from guys making City Skylines, not only that they support modding, but they gave modders access to the game code and even make tutorials on how to make assets for the game. Yeah, that's really good. I think Bethesda has the success it has because of mods. And it's basically the same attitude. Even though Bethesda is a little bit more scummy in regards to mods. An ad is an ad that I follow either way. Going to bed. See you later, Young. Thank you for coming. We're forced to look at the ghoul. We are to look at her. She's the calamity. I don't understand why in Fallout 4 every major settlement is covered in garbage. That's the biggest thing. I don't like the aesthetics of Bethesda's Fallout. They're supposed to be settlements that have been there for a long time. Yeah, I think Bethesda, what they should have done is they should have looked at Mad Max 2, specifically Mad Max 2, get the cars out, and maybe not even get the cars out too much. Just Mad Max 2, make games that look like that, because that's what Fallout was always going to be. It's got a little bit of Americana, it's got a little bit of Art Deco, and that's the palette of the color palette of Mad Max 2. It's the only thing keeping Bethesda afloat before the Microsoft buyout. Yeah, absolutely. It's the reason why they sell Skyrim so many times. The OG Mad Max. The OG Mad Max also looks very Fallout-y, but it's got a lot more. It's got a lot more of the modern world in it, because it's very much a B movie. They included like the police station and the bars and all that sort of stuff, and it's not as wildly post-apocalyptic as Mad Max 2 is. I think it's a better movie, honestly. Mad Max 1 is a better movie. Mad Max 2 is more artistic, though. I think it's got more to say than Mad Max 1. But as a movie, as just a piece of entertainment, Mad Max 1, I think is my favorite. I didn't watch the Fury Road yet. I take a long time to watch movies, and I never watch a lot of movies. What do you do here?
Most of the time,
I'm
Dr. Henry's research.
I'm terribly bad at watching imported
into
movies.
ways to cure the, I'm also handy with tools. And once in a while, I venture down into the valley to
She didn't
trade
say
the
what
big
the
hornet
cure.
hides and meat for supplies.
You didn't say what the cure was, or to cure they. Does anyone other than super mutants come up this way?
Prospectors looking for salvage, usually.
Fury Road is good too.
They always
Totally
run
different
when they
style.
see
Yeah, it's a
mutants.
different style.
The great cons come this way once in
I know
a
it's very
while,
polarizing though.
but they keep their
I
distance.
mean, I just don't.
I think they're mostly keeping an eye on us.
You have an interesting name.
Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. I picked Calamity this time because it sounded nice. I've never really done
It does
much
sound pretty
science
nice.
stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it. Or so Dr. Henry tells me.
Yeah. Show me what you have for sale.
All right.
A lot of money is what she has, and a lot of Steam packs. It's good news, but we can buy Steam packs at better prices from the followers of the apocalypse. So I'm gonna hold out for that. Should have some stuff over here that I want to sell. That was me rubbing my arm and wriggling everything. Nuka-Cola Victory. Nah, it's not good enough. Lad's Life is for extra survival. I was right in saying Lad's Life is for survival. Carton of cigarettes. Pack of cigarettes. Cazador Poison Gland, very heavy. 666. I think it's worth the watch just for the real stunts with the cars. Yeah, I heard that there's no CGI there. I like cars. I like cars and I like car movies. But I just, rarely watch them. I rarely watch movies, that's the issue. Maybe I should buy some antidote if she has any. I don't think she has any. It's a real shame. Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Can you repair some stuff for me?
Let me take a look.
The Remnant's Power Helmet. It does cost a lot of money. Nah. Goodbye.
Bye.
I think I might be able to fix it. Fix it elsewhere. Where's the doctor? Maybe he's sleeping. Oh, no, he's here.
I hear the NCR and the Kings have been getting along. That's good news for Freeside.
I did that.
I assume this is about something important?
We got this.
You're interrupting my research.
The OG Mad Max was never supposed to be a dystopian movie, but a thriller. Yeah, I got that impression as well. The lack of money made the director change the base theme. Everyone was paid in beer. I remember that. Yeah, I read about it. Mel got the part because he went to the audition full of scratches and concussions because he was in a bar fight the night before. They did guerrilla shooting because they had no permit to film on the streets. Yeah, I think you said that as well. It turned out golden. Yeah, absolutely it did. There's a lot of Australian B movies that work like that. I remember watching a B movie. It was like a horror movie. It was a little bit too long. It was 2.5 hours. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was like Halloween or something. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool movie. Is that true, Mel? Yeah. Dr. Henry is ex-Enclave, says Nuka Orange Career. Maybe we're going to learn that. The biker gang was a real one. 2 was cool, and I also liked 3. Not a fan of the last one. I liked 2. I think I watched 3 once, and I don't remember anything about it. But 2 was good. But it's just, you know, it's a little bit more high art. You know what I mean? It's got a lot more. It's a little bit more for the people who are used to cinema. There's a lot there in the movie that you know, because there's not a whole lot of dialogue, and so there's a lot of other stuff telling stories, and it's more of a thinker in some regards. And it's also very action-based, which is fine. I like it, but... Which one is the Thunderdome? Is that the third one? Yeah. That's the one, yeah. It's one that I don't remember. Yeah, so... before I talk to you about my dog, what are you working on?
The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also got
I don't think we've seen
a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet.
I have been all over, and I will do all the quests. I'd like to help. What do you need me to do?
I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck.
I know, right?
Lily might be interested
I know,
in coming
Zingster.
with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, we're gonna do that. What makes you think the Night Stalker mutation isn't natural?
I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers we killed. They both exhibit similar neurochemical changes. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing stealth boys, mind you. I just don't think it's all a coincidence.
You mean just a coincidence? Because it is a coincidence. Is it just a coincidence? Why is the Stealth Boy Mark II riskier?
The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live
I was going to
subject,
say, I think I'm going to be...
and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first.
Does the Stealth Boy use hurt humans?
It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected. Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin.
Yeah, all those movies, Harry, they're very much Fallout style. Lambert and his party are all raiding. Welcome on in, Jameskin. Welcome to the stream. Same as Stevie. Welcome to the stream. And Lambert, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully, Lambert had a good stream. And everybody's feeling fresh. There is that your icon? That's your icon, isn't it? That's cool. What is that? That's your logo, isn't it? That's cool. It's cool stuff. Wait, the other ones are not yours though, are they? No, they're same as this. Look at all those. Is that a raccoon? That's a raccoon, isn't it? Why are you helping the Nightkin?
Because Marcus asked.
Welcome on in, everybody.
And because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning. I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done.
Okay. He says it as if he has had other grand accomplishments. I forget if he has or not. It's Charlie, my cat. So not a raccoon. He's cool. He's cool. That's a cool icon. So Colonel, I'm sure you get this question all the time, but what would you prefer RPG look like? Or what should your perfect... That's a better way of reading what you said. What would your perfect RPG look like? Tank Girl, I haven't heard of that name in a long time. I hear it every once in a while. I don't think I've ever seen it. My perfect RPG, it would be highly stylized. So when I say highly stylized, I mean not photorealistic. So I don't want anything that is like real life. I want art direction. And whether that is because it's 2D and it's hand-drawn and it's beautiful, or because the color palette is just very specific, or because it's pixel art, or top-down, that works. Top-down is just a type of stylization, so that's already stylized. Anything top-down is stylized in my book. But it needs to be stylized. It needs to have an art direction. It needs to be like... what I mean is, I look at The Long Dark. I look at, funnily enough, 2 survival games that I'm mentioning, The Long Dark and Don't Starve. Both of them starting... No, not both of them. Starting with the letter D. Long Dark does not start with the letter D. Still, I look at those 2 games and I see stylization, and that's the sort of stuff that I want. Because I want the graphics themselves to not be a tremendous part of the role play. Because I think an RPG benefits more when there's abstraction. Like, if you've never played, there's this little game. It's called Paper Sorcerer. It's a dungeon crawler. It's an old school dungeon crawler, sort of text adventure. But Paper Sorcerer is really, really cool. And it's all like line art. And it's really stylized. So, and like everything is very evocative. It's very, very cool. And I think that style of experimenting with something... It's similar, or of experimenting with something, or of experiencing something that is stylized, is what I mean to say. It's similar to the sort of imagination muscles that your brain makes when you're reading a book. And I think that that is the best thing. Making things super detailed is interesting, as it can be very interesting, but only when you're telling a story as a author. When it's the player telling a story, because that's an RPG, let the player's imagination run. So, stylization is really good in that. I would say third person, top-down camera, angle locked, so you can't rotate the angle of the camera. You know what I mean? But you can rotate the camera around the map if you want to. With transparent roofs for you to get into houses and all this sort of stuff. And the dialogue is always a talking head. Always a talking head. Make it all stylized. Make it I like certain art styles a lot, and I like contrast. Contrast is something that I really, really like. Like dark shadows, really, really dark bits. Not like this game. This game doesn't have a lot of contrast. Everything is very dark, but it doesn't have a lot of contrast. It's aiming for the realistic side of things. Just make it contrasty. I like that. Disco Elysium is the perfect RPG, says Inkster. I think it's not the perfect RPG, but it's the perfect take. It's also a brilliant art style. Disco Elysium is the sort of art style that I like to see because it's stylized. It's 2D. It's top down. I really like the art style direction. It's not the perfect RPG because first off, there's no such thing. But also, there are some shortcomings in the way Disco Elysium deals with the narrative that can throw some people off because it focuses so much on dialogue. If Disco Elysium focused a little bit more on exploration, it would be a little bit more versatile, and you'd be able to just look at Disco Elysium and say, I'm going to make a Disco Elysium that takes place in a different world and just copy whatever Disco Elysium does. As it is, if you copy Disco Elysium, you're going to need to be very verbose. It's not very verbose because, in the sense that, you're going to need to say things very long-windedly. you're gonna need to have a lot of things to say because there's a lot of dialogue, and that's what Disco Elysium exists on. It's based on all of the things that you're gonna read and all the characters that you're gonna encounter, and your furies in your head and all this sort of stuff. But I think Disco Elysium, the take that Disco Elysium does on RPGs is really good. Definitely one of my highlights of all time. You know what would have been awesome if they put the cars from Still Dawn into New Vegas? I don't think I know what Still Dawn cars are like. It fits the theme. It is a Mad Max style movie, and it makes sense. They would need to make the exploration of the wasteland a lot more lonely, though. I wish they did that. I really wish the world was a little bit more lonely, and just, you know, a little bit more abstract. Because as it is, if you go from Good Springs to New Vegas, you need to do it on foot, or you can fast travel, obviously. But like, the game needs to allow you to do something on foot. And I wish it didn't allow you to do that, in the sense that it forced you to do things like in a fast travel mode always, all the time. And make it like, if you've never played The Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, The Elder Scrolls 2 specifically, Daggerfall, that's the sort of exploration that I really, really like. I think that is brilliant. It's just a really good immersive way of dealing with things, and that's how Arcanum does, and that's how Fallout does exploration. Although Fallout doesn't allow you to do it on foot, even though Arcanum and Daggerfall do allow you to travel from place to place on foot. It just takes you hours, literally. When you said Still Dawn, I thought you were talking about Fallout 76. Best RPG, Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins is amazing. Best sci-fi RPG, Mass Effect. That Mass Effect is also pretty good. Best dystopian RPG, Fallout 2. Those are good lists. And I don't agree with any of them, but I definitely don't disagree. Ghostface clearly does. Let's talk about something else.
If we must.
So you're a scientist.
Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave.
You were with the Enclave?
Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after.
The leadership and I didn't see eye to eye. He's a neuroscientist. He works with super mutants to cure them, specifically. And the Enclave were the ultra-militarized remnants of the United States government, hell-bent on eugenics and unifying the genome of the human race. And he just says we didn't see eye to eye. I wonder, I mean, I imagine it's because he was against killing everybody who wasn't, quote, pure human, unquote. That's the plot of Fallout 2. I imagine that's what he didn't see eye to eye. But it's kind of a tame way of saying it. I don't know. Canine neuroscience, you said.
Cyber dogs and the like. It's not a field.
Sorax, welcome to the stream. Let's talk about something else then.
If we must.
I'm surprised to find another human here.
I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutants around tends to keep things safe and quiet.
Yeah, so, about dog brains. Something's wrong with my cyber dog, and it's not the poison anymore. I was told to come to you?
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was
Kings
one
of
woman
Amalur.
in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them.
Okay, well, that's the lead. Acquire a new brain for Rex from one of the old lady Gibson's dogs, or search for an exceptional canine brain among Caesar's Legion, or search for an exceptional canine brain among the Fiends. Maybe I'm going to be able to do something with the Caesar's Legion, because they are not our enemies yet. Goodbye.
Yes, yes.
Monica. Indeed. So, Rex. What's going on? I wish you could just stay here. Because he dies. But then again, so does Veronica. It's a big mess. Oh, wait, do you have a computer? Oh, I can activate it. Let's find out. Nightkin test data. Astonishingly enough, the local Night Stalkers have developed a mutation not unlike the stealth field generated by stealth boys. Even more importantly, the brains I have dissected have shown heightened levels of endorphins and other neurochemicals, similar to what I have seen in Nightkin brains. If this mutation is natural, perhaps a cure could be synthesized from the Night Stalkers. Oh, sorry. Note for editing. Make sure this doesn't do this. As far as I can tell, the Night Stalkers don't suffer from schizophrenia like the affected Nightkin. Mark II prototype over here, the Stealth Boy Mark II prototype is functional, sort of. The Enclave data wasn't complete, so I had to make a few guesses here and there. Unfortunately, the data also suggests that while the stealth field has a greater duration, the negative effects on the user are exponentially greater. I can use this to my advantage. The brainwave changes will be more pronounced, and it'll be much easier to figure out what exactly is needed to cure the Nightkin schizophrenia. Lily has graciously volunteered to be my test subject despite the risk. And we also have something about Keen. Keen seems to have caught on about the Stealth Boy Mark II prototype. I told him that it was in no way functional, but I'm not entirely sure he believed me. I'll have to keep an eye on him. Maybe I can talk to him about it. That'd be kind of interesting.
Hello.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
But we're not going to include that in the thing. He is the one that sends you there to kill a mutant with serum in Broken Hills. Really? I remember that guy. So this guy was in Fallout 2? Huh. Because he was trying to revert the genome alterations. Well, did he actually want to kill them? Rather than... Yeah. The level cap killed the joy for me in Amalur. Yeah, I think that the Harry has said many times about the Kingdoms of Amalur being all broken at the later game. Played about... yeah, Dragon Age Origins is complicated to get started in. I think it is the best RPG BioWare has ever made. Because it's got a lot of options, it's got a lot of reactions, and the characters are really complicated. Apart from the dwarf. The dwarf is super bad. And the DLC also doesn't have good characters. But the companion characters in general, they're very good. And not just the companion characters. Most of the main storyline characters are good. Everyone raves about the game. What's the connection between Stealth Boy and schizophrenia? Is there more lore than that? No, it's just that the usage of the Stealth Boy is addictive, or at least it's addicted to them, and the repeated usage makes them go insane. Is the only doctor in Fallout 2 that doesn't heal you. Strong words there. Dwarf is shit. No, it's just really, really basic and written in such a lazy way, honestly. He's just comic relief, and I don't like that. I find a lot of things very funny, and you will see me laugh about stuff you see me laugh about stuff in my Let's Plays. I will laugh about things. I will laugh at things as well, every once in a while. I'm not a very laughy person, but I'm not, my Let's Plays feature me laughing every once in a while. And, comic relief is bad, and should be eradicated from any fiction that is made for people older than 12. Unless it's also made for people older than 12 that are enjoying that fiction with people younger than 12. You know what I mean? Because if it's a family movie, it's fine to have comic relief because the kids are going to be watching. But it's also made for adults. Dragon Age is not made for adults. I don't need to have a drunk... what's the word? Woman hating? What's the word? There's a word for it, for woman hating. A drunk... misogynist, that's the word. Drunk misogynist dwarf that justifies the apartheid regime of his society. Left and right, he does that every once in a while. then be cracking jokes about, usually it's about women and farts. I don't need that. It's not good. It, like, because that doesn't work. That doesn't work. You can make a very bad character, what I mean, I don't mean bad character badly written. You can make an evil character, or when I say evil, I mean, calling him evil is kind of complicated. But you know what I mean? You can make a character that is a jerk and not make him funny, or make him funny in specific ways, but not like that. I don't think he's a good character, because of the issues that I just raised. I think I keep thinking about when Veronica was hiding behind that shrub. I know, Zinkster. I edited that the other day. Morrigan and Stan have the best story. Morrigan is a good character. Morrigan is such a great character. Such a great character. I don't think... I didn't get to see the storyline of Stan, honestly. Liliana has an amazing song. I enjoyed Liliana's song. Morrigan is a great character. Like, she's multifaceted. She is clearly a jerk. She, like, it's the same thing. It's sort of the same thing as, I don't, what is the name of the dwarf? I don't remember the name of the dwarf. It's the same type of, like, engagement that you can have with a character, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you can't take them at face value and just be like, these people are amazing and I love them forever. You know, that's not what they're there for. That's what Alistair is there for. Then I'm not even joking. That's absolutely what Alistair is there for. He's the puppy of the team. And Alistair is a good example. Oh, I think that's why I don't like that character. Is because he's just juxtaposed to specifically Alistair and Morrigan, who have very nice moments of lividity. I believe lividity is the term. You know, when it's not as heavy and ponderous, the writing. Not ponderous, that's not the word, but, you know, like heavy and weighted. They have moments of jokes and all that sort of, especially Alistair, more so than Morrigan. Morrigan does take a little while to warm up. There's some missteps with Morrigan's writing. There's some missteps with everything. Alistair also drove me up the wall. But he's not a bad character. On I'm misogynistic and drunkard, and I'm not like that shitty dwarf. It's about the consistency of the writing. It's not even about the characters. It's the consistency of the writing. Ogren, that's the one. Thank you, Harry. Alistair is Prince Charming boring. Is he boring? I don't like him. I think he's shallow and vapid and self-righteous. But then again, that's what the character needs. That's what the storyline needs. Alistair has to be like that. I mean, you know, that type of character tends to be like that. Morrigan has depth. She's beautiful, smart. I mean, the beautiful, it's not really part of the, it's not part of the characterization. I mean, it is. The game says it, but it's not. Yeah, anyway. Smart, wise. I don't think that she's wise. Passionate. Is she? Nah. We have very different takes on Morrigan then. I don't think she's passionate. She's very much stoic. She's very much detached. But then again, maybe you're saying passionate from a different perspective. I don't know. And deep inside, she's amazing. She's not bad. She's bad, but not evil. No, I think she's evil. Like, in the sense that if she were a real person, I would say that she's evil. And I don't say a lot of people are evil, but I do say that some people are evil. And I would say Morrigan is evil. Yeah, Morrigan is evil. I don't know if she's written to be evil, but she is. I mean, I would say anyway. People always talk about misogyny. Nobody ever talks about misandry. It seems to be more accepted. It seems that it doesn't exist as much, misandry. And also, Dragon Age is a patriarchal society. So not even talking about our own patriarchal society, but Dragon Age is a patriarchal society. So having misandry there would be more of a rebellious thing, which is the same dynamic with real life. But it would have more notes of rebellion rather than just going with the, punching down. It'd be punching up rather than punching down. It'd still be hate, but their notes of misandry is not the same thing as being actually a misandrist. You can do misandric things and you can say misandric stuff, just like any sort of, discrimination. It works the same. because it's not about what goes on inside your heart of hearts. It's about what you do and how the consequences of what you do and say. It didn't go into all the interactions with her on your playthrough. I know, Harry. I know. There's a lot of stuff that I missed, which is another one of the reasons why Dragon Age, I think, is such a good game. There's a lot of stuff. Excuse me. There's a lot of stuff that you can miss and do differently, and on the second playthrough, I think it's a really good game, and I wish BioWare had learned their lesson. Like, BioWare, the leadership at BioWare is so screwed up. They're so screwed up. Like, they had gold in their hands. Do you see the amount of people talking about Dragon Age? I'm talking about, like, older people, not kids. I'm talking about 20s and 30s and 40s. People talking about Dragon Age. People who don't even play RPGs. But they had an in with Dragon Age because the characters connect, because of the options, because of the freedom, and that's what RPGs are all about. And I think we live in a situation, we live in an age, or last few years, with the streaming in particular, have seen such a boom of people being interested in tabletop role-playing games that there's so many people that know exactly what role-playing is like. They know what role-playing is like. So it's like, you can't just make a game with loot and character stats and some side quests and saying yes or saying no. You can't do that anymore. Those games won't cut it. RPGs these days need to have proper options and character-driven options, and that's why you look at The Witcher, and it has the success it has because it's character-driven. If The Witcher were a game, the same sort of design principles, but if it were a game where you could make your own character, they wouldn't have been able to make it as focused on the character and the characters as it is. You wouldn't be able to be written in the same way. But because it's only Geralt, they can write it the way it is, and that's why it has so much success. People are more and more aware that a role-playing game... I was talking about Dragon Age, yes. The gold, I was talking about Dragon Age. People are more and more aware. People who didn't grow up playing Fallout 1, you know what I mean? They're more and more aware that a good role-playing game needs to allow you to have options. It needs to engage you on a direct level, and it is not about just leveling up. And BioWare just, let's make microtransactions and make Anthem or whatever. It's just like, my God, they're dumb as hell, and they exploit their workers. It's like a double bad. I'm super frustrated with I'm super frustrated with BioWare. You get the Superman Easter egg and the Witch Hunt DLC. I don't remember the Superman Easter egg, but I did play the Witch Hunt DLC, I think. Shale has an interesting backstory. Yeah, Shale is interesting. It's a very secondary character, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. You know, if every, like, I think she's the same, on the same level as pretty much every character in terms of the personal questline and stuff, because it develops what the character are. It's very in-depth, and that's cool. I finished Dragon Age Origins at the third try. First 2 times abandoned the game and didn't get me at first, and I need to give it time. Yeah, I can understand that. The Witcher is awesome. Witcher 1 is amazing. I honestly liked the first one. I liked the first one better than the second one a lot. The second one, I don't know, it just didn't grab me very much. I think the focus on action really threw me off. And then The Witcher 3, I played it only on stream, so it's different. But I think The Witcher 3 has way too much combat, and it shouldn't have as much combat as it has. I really wish they went back to their roots and just made Geralt fight 5 monsters every adventure, and that's it. You have, like, big monsters, and not 5 monsters, but, like, 5 monster encounters. Something, like, simple, because you're not going to be fighting monsters every 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Double plus I'm good. BioWare, when they are good, they are amazing. When they are bad, they are shitty as hell. Yeah. I mean, they can always improve, even when they're good. In 2, the grinding was horrible. 3 had a couple of side quests better than the main one. I agree. I think the biggest victory of The Witcher 3 is that the side quests all feel very fleshed out. All of them. Including that one with the banker. And that one is the worst quest in the game. But for very meta reasons. It's not even a badly designed quest. It's just a very badly written quest. But But even then, it's more fleshed out than anything Bethesda can pull out of their ass. Hey.
Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
I wanted to ask you about the Mark II.
Finally.
Finally, I'm leaving. Okay. Yeah. Let's explore the upper level, because we haven't been here. Does that take us outside? It does. It's nighttime now. Veronica, why are you so tiny? Oh, it's not. She's not tiny. I was just on steps. That was weird. Red Baron, the dead elf. The sex with the ex with the witch lover. The sex with the ex witch lover. Oh yeah, that was well written, because it was like they were really leading you on. They were really leading you on with that quest, and then bam, you take that, a good quest, just so you learn. Yeah. Although for me the best in terms of the best sex scene was the weirdly magical one in the first DLC, the mirrors situation, the one in the moonlight. That was nice and tasteful and good. Marcus's room. We are going into Marcus's room. You know, this is the sort of stuff. Rex, you shut up. This is the sort of. Does Marcus sleep over there? Okay, that's not blood. This is the sort of stuff. Sexy sleepwear. Okay. The sort of stuff where.
Too much light. Why is there always too much light?
Where you hide Easter eggs. And sexy sleepwear isn't an Easter egg. It's proof that Marcus has good taste. But there's nothing there. Hey.
Don't look at me.
Sorry. What else do we have? A weapon repair kit. That's very nice. The horse contests were amazing. You liked the horse contests? No. The horse contests were the worst. They were memorable, but I really didn't like them. My God. We spent more time talking about games than actually playing this one. It's just normal. That's just how it goes. Dark God of Voodoo, thank you so much. 23 months. Thank you very much. How's it going? Welcome on into the stream. I'm glad you showed up. Thank you very much. You always show up almost at the end, and I'm like, oh no. Because, you know, we don't get to hang out as much. What is that? Yeah, don't worry. Veronica's not feeling as well as she should. She's we've been fighting a lot of cazadors, and it's not been good. It's not been good. Ghostface says I like it. I like it as well. Buff out. No, that's Cam's. Boxing times. I don't need boxing times. I'm the boxist of times. Are they sleeping right now? Because it sounds like they're sleeping. They didn't hide any Easter eggs in here. They barely hid any loot. Okay, I'm gonna need to make a round on the inner circle, because that is.
Someone's watching me. I can feel it.
I can feel. Oh, I remember that line. They repeat it a lot. Some Menktats, some fixers. There's a lot of empty syringes in here. There's a lot of empty syringes. Clearly, somebody who is in need of a lot of intravenous drugs. Maybe they're sick. I can make it sometimes. Get the King of the Ring mod for New Vegas. It fits your boxer playthrough. I looked at it and I don't think it's gonna take a long while for, you know, it's gonna take a big chunk of an episode, and I don't think it's fun for a single player playthrough, but for a let's play, and because it's not like official content or anything, it's always a balance. You know what I mean? Who's there?
Need to tighten up my vices again.
No, that's fine. And that is over here. Okay, inner circle.
Won't go away.
The pain won't go away, he says. Yeah, it's the addiction. Or the side effects. What do we have over here? I mean, I'm sure something randomly generated that I really have no need for. You know, it's not too bad. It's really not bad at all. I'll take the caps. That I also have no need for, mind you. Because, what is that? That's nothing. Because, we're rich beyond...
So many staring eyes.
We're rich beyond anybody's business, really. So many starried eyes? Did he say that like that?
Dr. Henry's pretty smart. For a human.
For a human. Is the only human that is here. They know more humans. Programmer's Digest. Fixing things. Yeah, I don't need that one as much. It looks like every one of these rooms is Dr. Henry's. Because all of them have, like, things that related to science. Ooh, doctor's bags. I'll take that. What is this? Lad's life. I'm good. Reloading bench. What level are you now? I believe you're about level 15. I am level 18 now. So that's it. That's the lodge. I mean, it's gonna be a little while until we can do anything. Rex. Hey. Hey, Veronica? So you have a lot of stuff on you.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I know. Actually, all she has is stuff... Yeah, that's good. So, let's talk.
What's up?
It's time for us to depart.
Why does everyone always say that?
You know, it's Lucky 38, you know the deal.
Nice. Can I order room service?
It's fine. So, Lily. She says she needs to go, or she says she wants to join.
Naughty children run from their punishment, but we'll find Betty. Won't we, Leo?
You don't want to take an entire episode. It's like the boxing quest in Fallout 2. You need to be specific levels to fight some dudes. I know, but it's like, it's very involved and it's not particularly quest-driven or anything. I'm looking into the Night Stalker mutation. Want to come along with me?
Ooh, those Night Stalkers, always killing my bighorners. It'll be nice to give them a piece of my mind.
Lily has given you the Stealth Girl perk. I don't know what that is, but I like it. While Lily is a companion, the duration of Stealth Boys is increased by 100%, and all sneak attacks... Wait, all sneak attack critical hits do an additional 10%. So it's specifically the critical hits that you deal when you're in sneak. Okay, let's take care of the Night Stalkers then. Wait a minute. Where is that? It's up there. It's up in the mountains. Let's go. This is definitely not going to result in bad things. For more story-driven mod, Autumn Leaves. Yeah, Autumn Leaves is... The thing is with Autumn Leaves is that it's like a single... It's you do the Let's Play of Autumn Leaves.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
Again? How have they been harassing the town?
Killing our bighorners?
Colonel Lovely.
That sort of thing. It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating.
You sure that these mercenaries work for the NCR?
Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Whoever they are, they want us dead or gone.
Yeah. Why can't you just take them out?
Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out.
That is very much Marcus's attitude in New Reno when the NCR tries to take over the town. Although, I'm not sure it works, because eventually... Well, in my game, usually the NCR takes over the town. What do you want me to do?
You're human. They might be...
Is it Metal Armor Mark II from Fallout 2? It might be. Nah, it's not. It's his own armor. He's got his own armor.
Talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
I'm very good at talking. So where are they? They're spread out all over. There's 2 of them over there. There's 1 over here. I thought there was 1 over there, but there isn't. Oh, that back there. Hey.
Our business is with the muties, not you.
What do you want with Jacobstown?
Just doing what I'm paid to do. Harass the muties until they leave or attack us. If they leave, we'll let them go. If they attack, we wipe them out. Either way, the job's not done until they're cleared out of the town.
Who are you doing this for?
Won't name names, but some important folks in the NCR are sick of muties attacking their Brahmin herds. They want them gone from NCR territory. Maybe this group had something to do with attacking Brahmin, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're getting paid to make them go away.
Well, go away or you'll have to deal with me. And you'll wish you were fighting super mutants instead.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
Huh. Are you leaving?
Probably should check my gear again, just to be safe.
That's an anti-material rifle, I believe.
Hey.
That is laser rifle, maybe. Pulse rifle?
Hey.
I don't know. We're good. Let's just go tell Marcus. Kill them! Well, I don't want to, because they're NCR. I mean, they're not NCR, but I don't want to. Also, there's no reason to.
Something on your mind?
Oh, yeah. The thing that you told me. Also, what's the story with Keen?
Smart, charismatic, and hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humans. Prefers fighting them to talking. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen.
Not better than my gear. I don't need gear. I'm good.
Keen is
it looks like they had
but
super good
he's
gear.
Thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive, impatient, can't stand sitting around.
Yeah. Why does Keen want to leave?
Because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin all suffer from schizophrenia. It's the stealth boys they use.
Oh, this is good that we're having this conversation.
Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. Miserable situation. They either stay here and suffer, or dig up stealth boys and lose their minds. Not much of a choice.
What happens if Keen leaves?
That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback.
This also contextualizes the time we dealt with the other Nightkin in the Repcon launch site. I wish Jacobstown was earlier in the game than the Repcon site is, because it would make sense. And maybe if you come here earlier, you can tell them to come here. I don't know. You're a mutant too. Wouldn't the Nightkin listen to you?
That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
All right.
So you haven't had any, you won't have any more trouble with those mercenaries.
Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not gonna get it from us.
Well, there you go.
See you.
That solves the issue. Let's go, Lily. Hey, Lily.
My, but that Lucky 38 is a large building. And so fancy.
You haven't seen it yet. Don't say things like that. I have some questions for you.
Such a curious little munchkin, aren't you? What do you want to know?
When the side effects were discovered, the devices were banned and the team disbanded. Interesting. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, someone wants to hear Grandma's stories.
Did I not ask this
Like
before?
to hear, Pumpkin.
Where did you come from?
I grew up in Vault 17.
Oh, this is where she mentions that.
I saw the sun until I was 75 years old. That was when Super.
I think she has her fists right now. Maybe she has a machine gun.
Yes, Leo, I'm getting to that part. They made me one of them, and they put me to work in an army that was going to conquer California.
You were a soldier.
A spy, sometimes an assassin. I killed a lot of folks for the Master. Yes, Leo, you helped too.
Who was the Master?
Oh, he was a nasty man, dearie. You don't want to know about him. He was the one who made that super mutant army I told you about.
Who is Leo?
Leo is a very bad man, Pumpkin. Yes, you are, Leo. Don't try to deny it. He tells me to do things. Terrible things. And sometimes the medicine isn't enough to keep him quiet.
So he's, just a voice you hear in your head?
You shouldn't say things like that where Leo can hear you, dearie. He doesn't like it.
Okay. Where'd you get that sword?
This old thing? Oh, I scattered
He has a sword,
it on the
apparently.
wreck in Klamath. Leo showed me how to make it all ready for chopping. Didn't you, Leo?
I think he did. Be nice, Leo. Never mind, I had some other questions.
What do you need, sugar?
I do need sugar. Everybody needs sugar. So, yeah, let's go.
Talk to you soon, dear.
Mm-hmm. I wish her dialogue was recorded all in the same run, because clearly she doesn't have the same expression in her voice all the time. It's different every once in a while. She has a vertibird blade, an assault carbine, and a unique power fist. Does she now?
Grandma's got a present for you.
That line. Well, let's see. If she does, she's not giving them. I think the last one you need to do a quest, but not sure. Oh, maybe she gives it to us. I don't know. I swear I had been here. Maybe I didn't explore the back end all that much. Are we gonna be alright, though? A trek through the snowy mountains. Nah. I think we're here. After a fairly long journey. Yeah, I think we're here. A hollowed out rock. Did you find the way? Let's go. Charleston Cave. Well, let's get our light on and let's hope that I don't murder anyone. Oh, I have a book, but that's fine. We usually have a book on our left hand. So it's gonna be Night Stalkers. Oh! Rex, you're okay? Yeah, we're gonna have Night Stalkers. Up the wazoo. A lot of mushrooms. They're also invisible. Plastic skeleton sleeping on a futon. It's not a futon, it's a mattress. You can obtain this via console command, of course, yeah. Will not appear on screen until the player is unarmed, and the item itself will disappear in a matter of seconds from your inventory. Ooh, interesting. They really went out of their way to make sure you don't cheat the items in. Just some microfusion cells. You also have some lights in here. Some red paint. Would you subject yourself to extreme genetic modification? Yeah. In fact... Well, I don't want to... Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what constitutes extreme, though. It's kind of complicated, but... think we might have another plastic skeleton. This is a real skeleton. No, there's plastic skeletons in here as well. What's up, Rex? No, nothing. I was just bugged as fuck, yeah. Like, growing gills, let's say. That's not genetic modification. That's, it's prosthetic modification. Genetics is actually messing with your genome. Like for, you know, genetic treatments for genetic diseases and stuff like that. Or other things, obviously, you know, since we're talking about what ifs and stuff. Like growing gills, yeah, I could do that. But well, I mean, not specifically grills. Grills? Gills. I think we see a lot of them. I think they're coming. They're really, really tough. Man. Okay. My legs are constantly broken. Did I kill you? No? Good. Man, I just keep going on... I just keep having melee companions, don't I? Bioengineering. Yeah, that's the only genetic aspect of... That's what genetics is. If you know, get yourself... If you get yourself skills or any sort of prosthetics, that's just messing. That's just prosthetics, really, which is fine. I mean, I wouldn't do it because ain't nobody got time for that. But if I had time and money, and it was safe, sure. I'm not the kind of person that pays attention too much to looks. I mean, I don't. In the sense that gills would be just for looks. I don't pay attention to my looks, I should point out. It's not that I can't appreciate somebody with gills. The thing is, you know, I don't have any tattoos or don't have earrings, don't have any rings in either. Don't wear makeup, don't paint my nails or anything, so it's just like, whatever. Like, I have this...
It's okay, sweetheart. The bad people are all gone now.
They are. Rex loves her. What was I saying? What was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, this hairstyle even. Like, the most attention I have is just to keep presentable, and that's it. What in the world are we looking at? I don't like this. What is that? Speak orders. I'm gonna need to eat something. Let's get... I have something over here. Yeah, iguana bits. Yeah, I know, Rex. There's a lot of dead big orders. There's a nightkin in here. A chewed stealth boy. Tell Dr. Henry you have discovered a potential cause for the Nightkin, or the Night Stalker mutation. Because they chewed on the stealth boy. That could be it. Could also be the plastic skeletons all over the place. I'd want to be able to breathe underwater. You can breathe underwater already. You just need a rebreather. You want to breathe underwater using gills. That's what you mean. Yeah, that kind of would be interesting. You should get tattoos. I have a lot of them, says Harry. I know. Yours look... I mean, the ones that you showed, they look pretty cool. Oh, man, this is highly radioactive. I think that's also maybe the reason why they mutated. Because, you know, in Fallout, mutations come from radiation. That should be the intro. War never changes. But really, what Ron Perlman would say is mutations, they're all from radiation. That even rhymes. That'd be totally fine. It's actually something very important to the setting, and something a little bit more common of the 50s. Wow. Man. Get out of here. Ooh. Hey. Hey. Yeah, let me fix my leg here, because... Oh, I need to eat still. Okay, let's go with Ruby's casserole then. But we also found something. What is this? I didn't even finish my things about mutations. I need to. Tattoos are addictive. Gibslap, welcome to the stream. Speed Kills, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the follow. I don't doubt that they are. Standing next to a rotting bighorner. I need to eat something. I have a bunch of myself and I want more. Of course, everything good is addictive. Vegetables aren't addictive. Although they can be. Wasn't in Fallout 2 when you get an extra toe from radiation. It was. It was indeed, Harry. Are you in survival mode? I am. If we're going to get a tattoo, what would you get? Something looks oriented. Something that I like the look of. There's not a lot of historical sort of precedent for me to get a tattoo, in the sense of you know, like there's nothing in my family history or my culture where tattoos play a large role. So I would use it as sort of a looks kind of thing. Honestly, I probably would just go for a sleeve. So I know a sleeve is like a big thing. You get a sleeve. It's expensive for one. Also, it's a big project. But yeah, that's what I would have, is a sleeve, like, and you know, shoulder stuff maybe later. But the first one would be probably something like that, a sleeve, just to look something that looks good. Something abstract. It doesn't need to be like, I mean, I like a lot of stuff. Anything that looks good. My taste in what looks good, in what I like in terms of looks, hasn't changed. I'm 34 now. Wait, am I 34? No, I'm 33, I think. Either way, it hasn't changed, and I know what I like, so I'm not afraid of committing to something that I like now and want to like in a few years. And because it doesn't have meaning, it's not necessarily something that's gonna limit me, you know? Because I know that I think differently over the years, and I have thought about things differently over multiple parts of my life, and I'm only 33, so, you know, if I do something that maybe it's for video games, although I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like video games until I die, but maybe I'm not. You know, if I make a sleeve for video games and I like grow tired or grow sour of video games or something like that, and yeah, just not something that I would appreciate. So not having meaning is, I think, something that I would go for. The bummer is when you get a bad tattoo or the artist who messes up one you already have. Had an artist decide to randomly shade my leg. Oof, that sucks. Yeah. That probably was for covering up something, wasn't it? I mean, it sounds like it, you know, if you do something wrong or something doesn't look good and I'm just gonna shade it over or something. I would shade my eye with my fist. Face tattoos, they're kind of a problem. Here in Portugal, I understand it's not as bad as a lot of other countries, but there's still a lot of stigma against tattoos, and not that I would have personally a problem, but you know, it's definitely gonna shut doors in the future for employment situations. I don't know, like if I were a self-made man sort of situation, I wouldn't care, but it's like hand tattoos. I probably wouldn't do those. I waited until 30 to get my first tat, and that is so that it has meaning. I went through. Oh, that is also an interesting. That's cool. I like that. You know, you wait until you're sort of more settled as a person, and you find yourself, and then yeah, that's pretty cool. I went through things in life, and looking back at 30 years old, I can see what they did. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, there's definitely meaning that you can hanker yourself to. You don't need to. You know, it does. There's different types of meaning that. Yeah. I'm 32, 37 in a month, says Ghostface. 32, yeah, we're all around the same age. I mean, we're playing the same games, you know. That's just how it goes. I got my first at 30 or 20 rather, and kept going from there. What a bunch of old farts, says Inkster. 32 says Dark God of Thuru, and I feel so much younger. That's my relationship with age is sort of complicated. My biggest thing growing up is finally not having the dread of mortality. In the sense that, you know, as a kid, I would obsess about mortality and what it means to be dead and what it means to not exist anymore. And that sort of scares me, you know, the thought of non-existence. It's complicated. And I got past that. Not as in I forgot about it, but I reconciled myself with it. And I think it takes... it took some growing up to be able to get past that. So my relationship with age is more... coming to terms with how other people see me, rather than how I see myself. And to the point where I don't know what feeling old is like, so much as I know how it is to be seen as old. I mean, not intimately, because I'm not very old, obviously, but I can feel. It's when somebody treats me like an adult, it's very much the experience of being an adult. So in that obviously is a new thing, not anymore, but you know, it's 5 years ago it was still a new thing, I would say. I think since I grown a beard, when I had just a goatee, it was a little bit different. But since I grown a beard, it's like everybody treats me like an old person. Funny how we're like 5 years apart at most. Yeah. I teach freshmen, and I have one who is proud of her homemade tattoo, which looks like yes. You know, if you're proud of it, like all the power to you, because that's it's just how it is. A wise man once said, "I'm not afraid of death, but of her eternity." That's interesting. I feel older when I wake up in the morning and younger at night when I don't want to go to bed yet. That is absolutely how it goes. So let me center myself, because I was talking about something here. I was talking about something just as I entered. What was I talking about? So most folks are night owls here. Oh, yeah. I don't work very well at night, mind you. Like, right now, I'm sleepy and I'm groggy and I don't know what I'm saying half the time. I work if I don't have to think too much. But I work really well in the morning. If I can I just can't wake up properly. But if I wake up, I'm like, you got me there. I'm really productive in the morning. Found my internet home. Yay. What was I saying when I saw this thing? Oh, I was talking about the mutations, right, because I still want to ramble about that. Mostly I sleep like 6 hours from 5 in the morning to 11. Yeah, I sleep like 6 hours as well. If I sleep 8 hours, I'm like, I'm slept. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to sleep for a month. And yeah, 3 to 10 here. I sometimes sleep to 3 to 10, but usually it's 2 to 9. That's when I sleep. That counts for 7 hours, but it's not 2 to 9. It's 2.5 to 8.5. So it's 6 hours because I need to go to work. Not now because I'm working from home, because of the plague. But yeah. So the mutations. What? It's just a bunker. A very nice looking bedroll in here. Some banana yucca fruit. A lot of purified water. A lot of what? Fixing things. Today's physician, lad's life. Post-war audio log. That's gonna explain it.
So the Reds finally hit us, just like I always said they would. Vegas is still there as far as I know, but that probably won't last long. Didn't get accepted into one of the vaults, so I did the next best thing and had this place built. Got massive debts, but who cares now? That's every man for himself now. Had to take care of the Paulson boy since he knew about this place. These supplies are for me and nobody else. There's a woman and her daughter up in one of the rooms of the lodge. Might go pay him a visit tomorrow. The man's got needs.
I think the story there is that he did go and pay them a visit tomorrow. And died, most likely. Serves him right. Either way. It's a little prepper bunker. With tiles on the roof. Hey, Lily, let's go. I found my, mostly... It's from when I was on the street. You can't be as easily jumped in broad daylight, and it kind of just stuck. I see. Need quest to get in. I got in. Oh, you may be talking about something else. Also, be careful not to enter the Sierra Madre DLC bunker. I know. I think I know which bunker that is, Harry. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you got a house. Yeah, people like the experiences of you know, I actually don't know anybody who was homeless, but I do know somebody who cannot sleep more than 4 hours in a row because of the experience in the army. It's my uncle, and he was in the army during the colonial war. Portugal had colonies up until '74, when we had a fascist regime, and basically Portugal waged war for like 20 years straight against the independentists, and he was in the war there, and so he created a cycle that was like 4 years or 5 years. I had another uncle who had also been at the war, but he didn't have the same sort of regime. He was in a different place. And this uncle of mine, he just doesn't sleep more than 4 hours straight. That's what he does. And he cannot, like, it's not sleeping for 4 hours, wake up, walk around a little bit and go back to bed. No, it's just like he won't be able to sleep. He'll sleep in the afternoon or something, but that's it. So he does a lot of work overnight. He paints as well. So he does stuff like that. So what I mean to say is that, you know, the experiences in life will leave marks that just won't go away. If it's habits or if it's worse than that, really. So what I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by finding amazing things. What I was saying, freaking hell! Stop breaking my legs! I can't believe it. What I was saying is that mutations caused by radiation are a very 50s thing. It's also a very, you know, superheroes sort of situation and all that. Ooh, that was a bug and a half. Yeah, it's just a superhero sort of situation. But in the 50s, we as humans didn't really understand what radiation was gonna do, and we knew that it caused some mutations, but just didn't really know how those mutations, you know, appeared in the human. In humans and animals and plants and whatnot. So Fallout being, you know, ghouls happening because of radiation, or super mutants happening. Actually, super mutants are not because of radiation, but I think there's more enemies in here. Maybe. I don't know. But mutations happening because of radiation is very much a 50s sci-fi situation, and it's like the reason why there's no nuclear winter, even though the people mention it. They shouldn't mention it. The reason why there's no nuclear winter is because we didn't understand the possibilities of a nuclear winter. Or rather, it's not even the possibilities. It's what would definitely happen if there were a nuclear war. That's not even possible. It's absolutely certain that there is a nuclear winter after. Because we know the dynamics of prolonged fires and a bunch of other stuff. And in fact, you don't even need a nuclear war to get the similar situation of a nuclear winter. There's There's there are other scenarios regarding wildfires and stuff like that that can cause prolonged winters on Earth. So the reason why Fallout doesn't have a nuclear winter and everything is like baked and all that is because, as always, Fallout is designed first and foremost as how the 50s saw what the future was gonna be and what the future could be after a nuclear war. That's why it's lovely. Apart from this place. This place is also lovely, but for other reasons. It's not so cut and dry, I figure. Some patterns like sleep ones just stuck. My one I got is from when I owned bars. At some point I had a beach so far from home. So, well, there were a hotel in the area playing. So I was in the area, paying for staying was out of the question. So for summer, I've slept in the car and on the beach beach bed. I keep thinking there's enemies around, and there's not. Okay, man, it's just taking forever to go around. I did take the long way around for no reason whatsoever. Were there always 2 super mutants?
You think Marcus could get us some miniguns? Or missile launchers?
Marcus, did you hear that?
Something on your mind?
No, not really.
See you.
I need to talk to Dr. Eugene? I don't remember. To the doctor. I wonder if this lodge exists in real life. Harry probably knows. You most likely you just need to look up Jacobstown, and there's the picture. Hey, Doc.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yeah, I found a chewed up stealth boy in the Night Stalker lair.
There's still power.
Yes, it does. And the outer cabins as well. Oh, that's nice.
That exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way.
Why Lily and not some other Nightkin?
Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me.
What are the risks of the experiment?
Possibly immediate and permanent mental damage. There's a reason the Stealth Boy Mark IIs never got beyond the prototype stage. Lily already has a pre-existing condition, and the experiment will likely make things worse for her.
I'll talk to Lily then.
I'll be waiting.
And he took my stealth boy. Where's Lily? Lily, I need to talk to you.
Grandma's so worried about her little baby. It's getting dangerous out there in the wasteland.
Did you still want to help Dr. Henry run his experiment?
Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You'll see. I'll go to him now. It would be rude to keep him waiting.
Okay. Oh, she runs. Doc. Yeah, he only has, like, that hair around your head. Doc? I don't think he's gonna do it.
Have you seen that tower on the strip all lit up? You can see it for miles.
I don't think you can see it from here.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. We can start the test as soon as you give me the go-ahead.
I'm losing my all my hair. I need to cut it short again. Hearing Dr. Mitchell... hearing Michael... Not Dr. Mitchell. Michael Daum and Renee Auberjonois makes me want to watch Deep Space Nine again. That's Star Trek, isn't it? I don't know who those people are. I never watched Star Trek. Go ahead and start the tests.
Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous readings. You're welcome to stay.
I'm going for that Colonel look really quickly.
All right, power on the stealth boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is stable. And the
Maybe I
range
should have
of
talked to
the
Calamity.
Gamma wave activity is 0.
It's Voyager.
Odd. But everything looks right.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the stealth boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results.
Well, well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over, and we'll be on our way.
What? Dude?
My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the stealth boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides.
What are you planning to do once you have the specs?
There are caches of stealth boys out there. With the Mark II in hand, it shouldn't be difficult to upgrade every one of them.
The Mark IIs are even more dangerous than the standard stealth boys.
Our lives, our decision to make. We're tired of sitting around in Jacobstown waiting for a cure.
What do you do in the wasteland affects all the mutants here? But you didn't think of about that, did you?
No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request.
Man, that tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles, I hear it ain't sealed up no more.
Oh my god. Doctor, stop with the tower. Hi, stop with the tower, because I'm not even... Calamity.
Hey there.
Maybe I should have talked to you before.
Bye.
I don't know. Lily, how are you feeling?
Hello again, dear.
Okay.
Talk to you soon, dear.
Doc?
Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype...
Oh, I need science for that, don't I? Let me think about this.
I understand. Get back to me with an answer as soon as you can.
No. I'll just need to read this magazine here that I have. Very good magazine.
Have you come to a decision on Lily? I'll need to know before I can do anything else.
Yeah. So we can use the science option. What do you want to do?
I'm close to the cure. I can feel it. Lily's continued help will give me the last bit of data that I need.
What will happen to Lily?
Permanent damage to her mind is a certainty. Even the cure won't help her.
Huh. So you can use neuroptip stimulators on a Night Stalker brain. The results should be similar to a live brain.
That's brilliant.
I don't even...
Simple yet elegant. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Oh, she left.
Morning.
Did she leave? And we leveled up. Finally, we're going to be able to get repairs up to 90. Simple but devious. Simple, not simple. Portuguese is just an accent trap, I tell you. Ooh, we can get our sneak to 50. That's interesting. Maybe we do want to get our sneak to 50. We could also get our unarmed to maximum. Not that I would need it. At least I don't think so. Yeah, let's go up sneaky 50. No, she takes over the hospital. Does she? Okay.
Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
Where?
Someday, I miss being in the Master's army.
I thought Lily was over there. But no. Keen.
Bother someone else.
Why are the Nightkin here in Jacobstown?
The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. But thanks to you, it seems a cure is on the way at last.
Yeah, hopefully.
Some humans down the road. Could be great.
Doctor?
Is there something else I can do for you?
How goes your research for the Nightkin cure?
Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work.
What he means by that is we're going to know the answer to that question when we finish the game and get the ending vignette.
Yes, yes.
Maybe Calamity is going to say something about that. Yeah, he's just messing with a Night Stalker. That's kind of cool. Oh, Calamity.
Hey there.
Hi. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Now we need to fix Rex. Then, of course, we need to get Veronica back. But maybe we should get Eddie and Veronica rather than Rex. Lily.
Hello again, dear.
Would you like to come with me?
That'd be lovely, dearie.
So she can join me.
Grandma's got a present for you.
No, we don't. So she can join me if I tell her.
Hello again, dear.
That's a different line. If I tell her to part ways with me.
Aw, Grandma will miss her little pumpkin. Are you sure?
I can send her to the Lucky 38. Yes, I am.
Nice children shouldn't play in places like that, dearie. That's the sort of place Leo likes. But if you insist...
And this means that I have all my companions. Not all of my companions. Delilah is not there. But most of my companions in the Lucky 38. Also, Boone is not there either. Boone just decides to, not be here. I do wonder if I can send him over here to the Lucky 38. I never know where it is. It's over there. How can the Colonel have never watched Star Trek? Because that's just how I do. I don't watch anything. I'm bad at all the things. I watched one season of the one with the Cylons? What's the one with the Cylons? It's not Cylons. Is it Cylons?
Where to, partner?
That's the only sci-fi, big series sci-fi that I watched. Lily.
Hello again, dear.
Okay.
Talk to you soon, dear.
So they're all just here. Rex, give me all of your stuff, because that's for Eddie. He's a fake geek. I am a fake geek. I don't know anything. Boone has the best side quests. I like Boone's side quests a lot. Although I'm not sure about best side quests. Colonel has experienced so little pop culture. It's quite admirable. Yes, that is very true. I have experienced very little pop culture. Battlestar Galactica, that's the one. Yes, indeed. Okay, Rex, you stay there. Well, actually, Rex, I need you to go back. Lucky 38. Okay. Oh, he's over there. Okay. Now to find Eddie. I thought that was going to be Eddie. That is not Eddie. That is just a chandelier. Hey, Cass. How's things?
Ready to leave yet? This place puts my teeth on edge.
I'm sorry.
Take care now.
Okay. Thought she was gonna say another word starting with T. When she said... I don't know why I said that. I thought that, but anyway, I did. My top 3 sci-fi shows. Stargate, Lex, and Star Trek, the original series. Can't comment on it. Veronica?
What's up?
Let's go.
Let's go make trouble.
You know it. I didn't mean to put my fists out. Thought maybe those were bottle caps, I should say. Oh, that's right. The bottle. The not bottle. The this things. I'm gonna do that. SG-1 is the best sci-fi show ever. I don't know. Stargate. Stargate 1. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know where Eddie is. I bet he's hiding. He's like under a bed or something. I can hear him. Just can't find him. Very slow. Eddie! Yes, I'm happy to see you as well. Let's go. Also, you are gonna take all this stuff. So, binoculars I keep. Boxing tape I keep. Detonator I don't. C-Finder. Golden gloves. Power fists? No. Shovel. Recon. Boogeyman's hood. Flight suit. Lightweight leather armor for sneak. Charisma. There's a lot of skill-based stuff in here. Naughty nightwear. Stuff that I never use, admittedly, but still. Spacesuit helmet. Sunglasses. Lot of stealth boys. I actually can get just the one. Never watched any sci-fi show. I just started Doctor Who. I did watch Doctor Who though, starting with the 2005 series. I never watched the old episodes, and I stopped when I don't know what his name is. He's got an Italian name. The actor has an Italian style name, and Italian style name is like cars. Yeah, Peter Petrelli? No, is that a... Who the heck is Peter Petrelli? That is a, like a guitar player. Peter Petrelli. Oh, Peter Petrelli was a character in Heroes. That's who he was. No, I don't remember his name. But the point is... I don't know what my point is. Oh yeah, I liked it. My favorite is the second Doctor of the new series. Peter Capaldi, that's the one, thank you. Was Buck Rogers the one they parried in Voyager? Captain Proton, I've seen all the new Doctor Who except latest season. But also some of the original series. Yeah, I never watched any of the original series. But the latest season, or the latest Doctor Who. I like the second Doctor. Not second, obviously. That was pretty good. Programmer's Digest, Patriot's Cookbook, Lad's Life. Got a lot of stuff in there. Deathclaw hand. That alone takes care of things. I can't carry all this stuff. Oh, I have a Deathclaw egg. Oh, because I want to make a Wasteland amulet. How heavy is it? I don't know that I want him to have all this. Lightweight armor is sort of pointless. Okay. we're good to go. Except we're not. Excuse me.
High roller suite.
Yes. Penthouse? Yes, penthouse. Hi.
I bet those boomers have some awfully big guns.
I think so. I have the things. Thank you. That's it. Excuse me.
Penthouse floor.
Yes, indeed. I want to go to the high roller suite. That's why, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't say high roller suite. He says, I don't understand. I don't, like, it confuses me to no end. To no end. We're missing one. We're missing one of them. Mormon Fort. Good Springs. Nellis Air Force Base. That's really cool. That one is really cool. Test site. That one is cooler. No trespassing. The Strip. That one is also pretty awesome. Mount Charleston. That one is the only one that makes sense having snow. I love these. These are good. These are really good. Let's go. Veronica, shouldn't you be with me? I think she is. Okay.
High roller suite.
Oh, wait. She's not. Because
Aw.
I need to tell her to come with me. Where's Eddie now? And there it is.
Where to, partner?
Yeah, to the casino floor.
Casino floor.
Yes, indeed. Let's go. Look at the snow effect moves past the glass. Does it? I didn't notice. This latest cut content mod you don't have, says Harry. For Marilyn, I really need to install that. I'll look it up, because that's a wiki page, so I can look it up. There's an additional 2K caps, I think. For the extra one, yeah. I mean, it's not for the caps. I have like 40,000. I'm good. What I am concerned with is that I might have missed it already. Thank you for the mod link. I'll look it up. Don't worry though. So that's gonna be that for tonight. We're in the Strip. Oh right, we need to see it at night. Let's see it at night. We can see it at night. 'Cause I insist. Somewhere, someone's gotta get kissed. So it pays you an extra 2K. I read that comment already. Ooh. I mean, this looks good, but I think it looked good before. You need to be outside of the Strip. So that would be Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters. Ichinos. Oh, look at that. It's Caesar on the left side. The king. Kimball is the king. Is the king the king? I think that is still not models. I think that's only the lights. So I'm not sure if that made it. There it is. That's the models. I don't think it fixed the pop-in. The pop-in. My lot looks broken. It is. It is. I don't understand why. I have no idea which mod it is. But yeah, that's going to be that for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. And I hope to see you again in 2 days' time, because that's when I stream again. And soon I'll be streaming other games as well, but we'll see how the what's the word? The schedule looks like for that, for when I start streaming other games as well. Because it's going to be sharing it's going to be sharing things. So, thank you so much once again. Have a good night. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.